Hi there, my name is Valerie Leone, and I am the gardening teacher here at the Waldorf School of Princeton. We are so fortunate to have this beautiful 1-acre biodynamic garden as part of our outdoor learning classroom space. And for almost 30 years, students have been coming to this garden to get some practical experiences with growing food in an organic, sustainable, and honorable way. And for those 30 years, this garden has been incredibly healthy and productive, primarily through biodynamic practices and lots of composting. But what we have noticed in the past couple of years is that more and more erosion has been occurring and washing away some of the precious soil and compost that we work so hard to maintain. So we have begun to create these wooden boxes around our rows in order to help to contain some of the soil.
And here we have a wonderful example of just how well boxing in these rows has worked. So we have begun to create these boxes last year, and we can see here this garden row or bed that has been boxed in has a nice and even layer of soil, and the compost remains where the plants need it to be. Same thing over here where we have these bean seedlings. However, here, for example, this is a row of tulsi or holy basil, which the students absolutely adore to make tea with. This has been planted in a bed that has not been boxed in. So you can see how the erosional processes of wind and water have begun to wear the bed away. So not only does it become a very laborious and time-consuming task to continuously re-raise these beds and amend them with compost, it also becomes a little bit difficult when it comes to sowing. You can see here that some of the seeds that we sowed have been also washed away, and the spacing is quite uneven, versus here the bean seeds remained where we planted them, and the seedlings are properly spaced apart. So the practical benefit of having a boxed-in bed is absolutely invaluable. It also makes it a lot easier for the students to amend the soil with compost and tend to their garden without accidentally stepping on the beds and so on. So we hope through this grant and through the kind donations of volunteer labor and materials to eventually box all of the garden beds in this beautiful garden, so that all of the students are able to maintain their beds a little bit easier. The soil remains in place and the garden continues to flourish for decades to come.